My father-in-law offered me $2 million to divorce his son, so I took the money and used it to expose how he really got rich. When I married David 3 years ago, his father made it clear I wasn't good enough for the family name. I was a public school teacher from Ohio. They owned half of Manhattan. She's a gold digger, he told David at our rehearsal dinner, loud enough for me to hear. Mark my words. David defended me then, said love mattered more than money. His father just smiled and nodded like he was humoring a child. The Ashworth family money came from real estate, according to David. His great-grandfather started with one building in 1943 and built an empire. Clean, honest work spanning 3 generations. Last month, David's father called me into his office downtown. The mahogany desk was bigger than my first apartment. Family photos lined the walls. All the men looked identical. Sharp suits, cold eyes, practiced smiles. Sit, he said without looking up from his papers. I stayed standing. He finally raised his head, studying me like I was an unpleasant expense on his balance sheet. 3 years, he said. You've had your fun playing house with my son. David's my husband. David is my heir. You're a distraction. He opened his desk drawer and pulled out a check. Already written, already signed. $2 million. Made out to me. Sign the divorce papers, take the money, disappear. David will get over you. I stared at the check. More money than I'd see in a lifetime of teaching. He loves me. His father laughed. Actually laughed. Love is temporary. Legacy is forever. I'm offering you a very generous severance package. Something in his arrogance broke me. The way he spoke about David like property. About me like I was nothing. And if I say no, then things become difficult. For you, for your family back in Ohio. Your mother's nursing home is expensive, isn't it? My blood went cold. Mom had Alzheimer's. The care facility costs $6,000 a month. How did he know that? You looked into my family? I look into everything that threatens what's mine. He leaned back in his leather chair. The check clears today. The offer expires at midnight. I picked up the check, studied his signature, memorized the account numbers. I need time to think. You have 8 hours. I walked out of his office with the check in my purse and my marriage hanging by a thread, but something was nagging at me. Why was he so desperate to get rid of me? What was he afraid I'd discover? That night, I told David his father had offered me money to leave. He was furious at his father, not me. But when I mentioned the specific amount, something flickered across his face. $2 million? He asked. That's oddly specific. Why? That's the exact amount of his quarterly charity write-offs. I handle some of his tax paperwork. David showed me the books. Every quarter, like clockwork, his father donated exactly $2 million to various charities, all in cash, all to organizations I'd never heard of. We started digging: the Riverside Children's Foundation, the Metropolitan Arts Initiative, the Urban Development Trust. None of them existed. The addresses led to empty lots. The phone numbers were disconnected. The tax ID numbers were fake. For 20 years, David's father had been claiming millions in charitable deductions for donations that never happened. But that was just the beginning. I called my college roommate who worked for the IRS. Off the record, she helped me understand what we were looking at. This isn't just tax fraud, she whispered over coffee. This is money laundering on a massive scale. Someone's been washing dirty money through fake charities for decades. That's when I found the storage unit. The key was hidden in David's father's desk, taped under the bottom drawer. The unit was across town, registered under a shell company. Inside were boxes, hundreds of them, financial records going back 50 years. The real estate empire wasn't built on honest work. It was built on blood money. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.